My turn to interview you. Like, what animal would you like to be if you got to be an animal?
That was a question from the interview, really?
Yeah, they asked that to players, so I figured I'd ask you because we have some time to fill up. So I
Okay.
figured it would be nice to know that about you.
Uh, hmm. Let me think.
Yeah,
I can be. I would be an example, like eagle. That
an
would be
eagle.
cool. Yeah.
Okay,
Or a
like
scavenger, like
a scavenger. Like
You mean like buzzard? Was it?
yeah, a buzzard. Okay, I see how it is. You like to be like a big bird,
Yeah, I think
a
that
bird
would be
of
really
prey who
cool.
kills things. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not
Uh,
American, so maybe the eagle will not be cool at all.
yeah, no, that's not good. That's not
What?
good.
What type of animal would you be?
Uh, a frog.
Why is that?
I don't know. I like frogs. They're cool. Cool. Frogs are cool. Everybody likes
But you,
frogs. You like shaman?
yeah.
You like shaman? You like frogs? That's it. The end of the story.
But you will have to eat like little insects
It's
and
fine.
like
It's fine. You're a
flies.
buzzard. You eat rotten carcass. So we're on even ground here.
Ah, okay,
Um,
never mind.
yeah. You see what I mean? We're good. We're good here.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So we have the lineup of the classes. For those of you who might not have heard, both players banned Warlock, so they were both going to be playing Druid, Mage, and Karlis is going to play Warrior, and Twixsen is going to play Paladin. So the game's about to start. Actually, the game is starting right now, and actually, Twixen picked Paladin, and Karlis, sorry, went for Warrior. So pretty much
This
the only
one,
class that had
yeah.
difference.
And this is also an interesting matchup. It comes down to the deck choices. I mean, the card choices. If Karlis is running the Sheeps and Whirlwinds, you can instantly swipe the Quartermaster combo with Master for Battle, and this will be
Yeah.
of utter importance in this matchup.
Yeah, it's actually pretty crucial. Like it's those games that tend to get a fatigue really come down to sometimes even one or two cards choices. Just one or two cards can just break the entire matchup. And Paladin was favored against the matchup, and I think Muster for Battle really didn't change. I mean, it improved that if the Warrior did not have any AOE board wipe. So outside of Death's Bite and Unstable Ghoul, Warriors didn't really have a good answer to that. So they're still in the same position. It's
Well,
a really slow
Warrior is
match.
using the Whirlwind,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
but he plays Armorsmith, so most likely he's not using Sheeps because most players, me including, were switching the Armorsmith for the Sheeps.
Yeah, I
Still,
think it makes a lot of sense.
a really good. It's really good to coin out the Acolyte of Pain because Paladin has no answer to a free health minion until turn 4 actually
True
with
Silver
the True Silver
Champion.
Champion. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you will get at least 2 draws from the Acolyte of Pain, and as everyone knows, getting more than one draw from Acolyte of Pain will keep the warrior in game.
Yeah, it's basically a collateral where it's only you drawing. It's a big deal. A lot of people don't realize just how big of a deal sometimes the Acolyte of Pain can be. It's going to win you games if you need, like, especially over a long game. Over a long game, it becomes even more important. And the tricky part right now is that the Paladin is faced with the decision of having to kill either of two minions, both of which can kill your 1/1s afterwards. So
Yeah,
it's a really nice position to be in here.
that's
Would you
true.
be happy to play the Sword of Justice and kill the Acolyte? Or do you just
Mm, I think you play the True Silver Champion and kill the Acolyte.
no choice, eh?
Well, it's Consecration. No, I don't like
Nah, no
Consecration at
way.
all.
No
Um,
way. Defender
Defender
trade, maybe.
Vargas.
Yeah, Defender
Okay.
trade into the Acolyte for one card draw. Maintains board, and then you can get a good Sword Justice preparation.
Second Whirlwind. Interesting. Second Acolyte of Pain. Okay, so
Wow, okay, that is a really nice starting hand here for the Warrior, who's got really decent answers to the Paladin's 1/1s.
so now
Um,
look at this turn. Turn
wow.
5 will be Acolyte of Pain, and use Deathspite for whatever. You will draw one card at least, gain 2 armor, and you will still have mana to play like a few War Axe for turn 5. Then turn 5 it will be turn 6 will be Belcher
The
with
Belcher,
whatever.
yeah.
And you will still have the weapon up, so you can manage every single threat will be thrown out by the Paladin. Really, really great turns for the Warriors, for the
Yeah, I
Warrior
mean,
players, so for
I'm
Karlis.
actually curious because, I mean, Sword of Justice is a card that really didn't see much play in the past, right? It's a card that's come in, come out, and hasn't really been one of the most like a staple of Paladin. But a lot of more people have been including it since GVG, with the advent of Muster for Battle,
Mm-hmm.
and some of like they can always get good value out of it. It's also as you like, just like Light's Justice, little 1/4 can help you ping off minions. this does exactly that. And he's going to get a 3-3 shielded mini-bot here, which is quite interesting.
So you actually pay 1 mana for the weapon, because also you have a basic card, the
Are the Wild, isn't it?
No. I mean the 4 mana 3/3 creature of Divine Shield, the Blood Elf. I always forget his name.
Silvermoon Guardian.
Yeah, Silvermoon Guardian. Yeah,
Silvermoon Guardian, yes.
That's actually the same, but you did pay for it for 5 mana. You did pay 5 mana, but you gained the weapon.
The weapon, yeah. You paid 1 more mana to get like 4 more like +1/+1s basically on everything you've got.
So this is the value
really
of
nice
the Justs.
He shield slams the 3/3. Okay, that's not at all what I was expecting, but
what did you expect?
I don't know. I thought he might just kill it and draw an extra card off the Acolyte.
No,
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Shield slamming a 3/3 is decent enough value. I'm not exactly like I'm usually on the Paladin side of this matchup 99% of the time, and whenever I see a play like this, I'm a little ambivalent about it.
You want to keep the Death Spice just to deal with 5 HP minions.
5 HP minions, yeah.
So I think that was a good call.
Yeah, it was a good call. You're right. Never mind. I'm completely unused to the control side of this matchup. I feel a lot more comfortable with Paladin. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Not a great answer to a 2/2 creature. And
wow, I think he might have kept that Death Bite because he's got a Whirlwind, and that would deal with a Muster for battle who gets buffed up. Everything here is just good.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good call also. So now for Paladin, you can't really play. Do you play the Harrison Jones? I think you play it.
I mean, you're not gonna get. You might as well just get the Whirlwind out of the way, the Whirlwind effect, if anything. But the thing is, you could get some more value, like maybe 2 cards later on, if he just plays a weapon and sits on it for a turn.
But this is very greedy, I think.
The Lothab or
no,
the Harrison?
The Lothab. I keeping the Harrison. I would just play the Harrison because
because of 5/4 anyway.
It's not said that the opponent is using a go hole, and you're just keeping a dead card until what point of the game? You're not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe you will even use it at some point of the game without destroying a weapon.
Oh, the warrior has an amazing turn here with attack Lothab, Whirlwind, and Shield Maiden.
Remember that Whirlwind is for 6 mana. Oh,
right. Never mind me. Never mind me. Just get him.
Still, Baron Geddon is a great. He's just devastating the whole board.
Okay, I've seen this deck. Twixen's deck, I've seen something very similar earlier in the tournament. I think Green Sheep might have been running something like this, or Game King, with Blood Knights. I don't know if he's running Anoyotrons, but that deck definitely was. Now, as the Paladin here, your job has been made a bit harder. Do you...
Now you can see why would I play the Harrison Jones. You would have more answers, because you would have draw one more card, and
one
your
more card
will still be alive, just because you triggered the Whirlwind on your wish.
Yeah, as opposed to letting the warrior control it, which is why you want to kill that weapon. Like letting the warrior control when he pops off the Whirlwind is pretty much a recipe for disaster. Yeah. Okay, that's a pretty decent play. So he consumes the last shard of Sword of Justice on his Blood Knight and just gets himself a True Silver Champion. And if you attack the Sludge Belcher, then it won't die. To the 3/2 plus Baron Geddon trigger.
Yeah, but second Death Strike. Okay, never mind.
Never mind. Well, he might just play Fiery War Axe and trade and play Shield Maiden afterwards. That might be...
Well, you can still play like Belcher.
Could you just sit on this board as a warrior? You just kill the Blood Knight and you attack face for 7 every turn?
I don't think so. Well, he did see 1 consecration.
He saw 1, yeah.
Yeah, but
the thing is, your Baron Geddon wipes your board.
Maybe.
It damages your stuff.
Yeah, Belcher and Fear works, I think it's best, yeah.
Yeah, he's sitting on this board pretty much at this point.
And look, now the Harrison Jones will be used. For sure. Oh, wait. Is it lethal? Or 1 of lethal if he doesn't kill any kind of...
If he doesn't kill it, yes, definitely.
If he attacks with Belcher, he will be 2 of lethal. But if he just...
There's still Ragnaros in hand, which is really problematic. Ragnaros for 8 is going to be a big deal.
Second Consecrate. Consecration, sorry.
He can actually Cruel Taskmaster execute if he needs to.
Well, doesn't really matter.
It doesn't
Cruel
matter at all,
Taskmaster,
actually. Oh my god.
Cruel Taskmaster and Death Spice, that's 6 points of damage, so that's 13 points of damage with Baron
Armageddon,
itself.
yep.
So if he attacks into Belcher, he's dead. If he doesn't attack into Belcher, he's dead anyway.
He's dead, yeah. He doesn't know it. Holy Light is pretty much the only card that would have helped him out here. I really can't think of anything else.
Yeah, I think so.
Let me think.
There's nothing you can do. Well, if you silence the Belcher and then kill it, and the difference between silencing Belcher and not Baron will be 1 point of damage. Will that matter at all? I don't think so. It's still 10.
He's got 8 on board. No, he's dead on anything pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's oh, that was really one-sided. Where Paladin used to pretty much always win this matchup, it's not the case at the moment.
And the Warrior didn't have to use the second
at
woman.
all. Nothing at all. He didn't need to. There wasn't any pressure coming from the Paladin side this time around. Well, I mean, there was some, but it was very, very easily manageable. And, like, he still has a Shield Maiden in hand. He's still sitting very comfortably. Yeah, he was way too safe here. Yep. Wow. Well, that was one-sided. I guess first game goes to Karlis with his Warrior deck. Apparently, Warrior has beat. Now, they both have a Druid and a Mage in their lineup, so that's what's left for Twixsen to pick from.
Do you think it will be Druid?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'll take a wild guess and say, oh, it's gonna be Druid because Mage has a really horrendous matchup. Although, to be honest, and I'll be that's tentatively. I've seen a lot of mid-range Mage with the aggravating Snow Chugger really frustrate a lot of Warriors. But they have to be running a very specific deck, like an exact list or almost down to a card to actually have a really nice matchup against Warriors by frustrating them by freezing them constantly. Which denies them the ability to use weapons quite effectively, and then that just spirals out of control if they don't have, spot removal. That can be quite effective. So it's one of those rare things.
Yeah,
we have no idea what it is yet.
If Twixen is this kind of deck. And in the Kinguin tournament, there was a Twixen's teammate, Kaldi, playing a Mage deck, and it was Duplicate Annoying Trance, I think.
I love that. That is
unstable
awesome.
Portals. I'm sure there were unstable portals because that card can win just games instantly.
On its own, yeah.
Yeah, but there was more. Oh yeah, there was Echo of Medivh.
With like Molten Giants and stuff. Because like Molten Giants, Sludge Belchers, with Echo of Medivh, that feels like something.
I didn't see the Molten Giants there. At least I don't remember them. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, like I won't say hyped Mage because I mean that deck's been around for a while. It's gone through like a million iterations. But definitely, like I've seen Mage decks. There's so many of them right now.
Yeah,
there's so many possible decks for Mage right now. A class that that was just I wouldn't say borderline unplayable, but unplayed rather, just a short while ago. And now GVG comes out, and that's just been completely changed. So definitely Druid here from Twixen, I'm pretty sure.
You know what we need to make a comeback with Mage aggro, like Pyroblast for 8 mana. Back to 8.
Oh my god, please no. No. The day this happens is the day I leave the game. Because they're going to make a card that gives you a free spell, right? Yeah, they're going to do that, right? Like, they're going to give you, like, you Battle Cry, get a random spell in your hand. And you're going to get a Pyroblast sometime. They're going to win a tournament on the back of it. So the more expensive, the better. 10 is just, like, it's a sweet spot. Yeah. It still sees play, though. It still does see play once in a while.
Sure, it's still okay. The 1 point of mana for 1 damage is still okay. And
for 1 card, yeah, it's a really good trade-off.
That's true. But if you remember that time when Pyroblast for 8 mana, it was like, oh, you play against a Mage. How many points of damage they have at 10-5? Oh, actually, you're dead anyway.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm on 20 health. Oh, okay, I'm dead. I've lost 10 points. I'm dead. It's like when you play against a hunter, right? Like you start your game at 20 health because they have 2 kill commands. So you say, okay, I'm on 20. And now I have to live until the very end of the game, which is kind of unlikely. So that was kind of the Mage syndrome back in the days, and that was frustrating to play against. No interactions for real.
And Cone of Cold was for 3 mana.
3 mana, Nova for 2, Blizzard for 5. Like, it's like, can I please play my deck? Like, I built a deck. Am I please allowed to play it? I beg of you. And they would just say, no, whatever, if you're not... And Hunter wasn't even good back then. Like, you couldn't even kill them with Hunter.
Well, it was a counter to the Freeze Mage with...
Yeah, but that was it.
Yeah.
That was like the one thing you could counter. Alright, so Druid was picked, as expected, by Twixsen. A Druid against Control Warrior. So what do you think of this matchup?
Well, there's a Shade of Xmas, so I might say that this Shade will win this game.
Yeah, if this game is won by the Druid, it's going to be on the back of that little 2/2 for 3 mana. Certainly, and he keeps the hand completely, so...
Well, some players are even cutting Brawl, and Brawl is the only answer to Shade of Extremis. So if that Shade... it will be played on turn 2, so...
Yeah, definitely. It'll sit there for like 25 turns until the Druid is just ready to pounce. It's going to take a little bit more than a Fiery War Axe to get rid of that one.
Well, yeah, you have to coin it out, but your mana curve sucks so much.
Yeah, if you top deck Innervate, though, your curve is perfect.
Okay.
Oh, he decides to go for the turn 4 5 drop. Okay.
Okay.
Decent play here.
Makes sense, because now you play turn 3 Shade, turn 4 5 drop, turn 5 5 drop. So
turn 5 drop. Yeah, but there's a Brawl in the Warrior's hand right now, so he has to play Loatheb as the last 5 drop, possibly. A little bit of a tricky situation here for the... Like, he doesn't know that Brawl is coming up, but he'll have to play around it somewhat. The Warrior's been able to stack already, 6 armor, and it's going to stack another 5 on top.
Wow, 11 armor.
Or is he? He's got a Shield Maiden in hand. Like, there's a lot of armor to go through here.
Well, you don't have a 5 drop yet, but you might actually just play the Deathbite, and...
I think I just developed the Deathbite here, just to make sure that you have something to contest, some kind of 5 drop that drops down, if anything.
Yeah, or maybe the
Fiery War Axe, armor up. Yeah.
Both are fine, but I think you would prefer to actually play the Deathbite. You remember that there's still a coin in his hand, so you might even attack with the Deathbite. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
because
that's
now
definitely...
you're able to kill a 5 HP creature. Second Shade. Oh,
wow.
But still, you develop a 5 drop here. So most likely it will be Belcher or Loatheb. I think it's Loatheb.
Loatheb already, you think? Because it dies immediately to the Deathbite.
Yeah, but the problem is that the warrior has to sacrifice his armor, and when the Loatheb is played on turn 4, there's no need to be worried about Shield Slam.
Right.
So you actually play around.
Negate the Shield Slam, basically. You negate it completely in the immediate sense.
And
the thing is, you have a lot less burst. Yeah. So, actually, this is a pretty good position here for Twixsen, because he can sit on those for a little bit. I mean, the Warrior's not too worried, since he's sitting on, infinite health right now. Like, literally, this is a lot of health. 43 health right now for the Warrior, which is, I wouldn't say standard, but that's what you expect to have to go through as a Druid. But the problem is now, Brawl is a bit problematic. So, do you just develop Loatheb and hope no Brawl comes out? I mean, because Loatheb denies the Brawl, right?
Yeah,
and then you can pounce
with Shaken of Summers until it's like say maybe 6 HP. So I don't think he will play the Loatheb now. If he didn't play it the turn before, I don't think he will play it now. So most probably this will be a Belcher turn.
Dr. Boom is kind of a pseudo Brawl counter to an extent. Like, it kind of forces the opponent, because you don't really want to play Brawl into a Dr. Boom, do you? I guess you could, because you're going to be left with something. In a way. I just wonder, like, Sledge Belcher is probably the play here. You overdrew the claw, it doesn't die.
Maybe you attack with those. If you play a Taunter and he has a Death Rattle which spawns another Taunter, I think you can actually attack with those Shades.
Yeah, no Brawl yet from Karlis. Not really worth it yet.
18 points of armor. Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot to go through. The Innervate is out.
Oh wow,
so Innervate coins Cenarius. If that doesn't draw a Brawl, nothing will. If that does not draw a Brawl, I cannot think of a single thing that will.
He will go for that, for sure. But...
Or he could just coin Dr. Boom and be done with it. Yeah. I don't think it's that good, though. Oh, well, wow, the Cenarius deals it goes to the entire...
No. He has to play Loatheb here.
Yeah, he doesn't want to lose the Brawl run. Yeah, you know what? let's not get carried away into, because Lothar lets you scenarios on the following turn, right? For innervate.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's even stronger, in fact.
Most likely you will have the same amount of creatures next turn when you play Lothar.
Yeah. Oh wow, this is crushing, really.
I think you have to play Lothar here. Now
She might get executed though off the Death Bite, but you probably already
still,
expect
it's okay.
it. Still amazing though.
Yeah.
Time waits for no one.
No, don't go for
He
this.
does it.
Oh, this
Okay.
will be painful.
You only live once, they said. Oh, the face is real. Alright, so no more armor for Karlis, but the brawl might backfire completely. He doesn't even kill the shield maiden. Oh no, Karlis must be happy about that brawl. He might even play the armor smith for good measure.
You think?
No, never mind. He has to keep it for the execute. On the option that he has to execute something.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wow, let's see who's
Shoots
gonna
made the
win.
legs. This will be devastating for the druid.
Yeah, you're gonna have like.
Oh,
No, okay.
So close.
It's the biggest shade,
But
so
it doesn't really matter because
he can just attack the 1-2 and execute the big shade. But that is fine though. Like I mean, Twixsen has a decent boom bot follow up. There's no BGH.
There's no
Not in the hand yet.
Any answer? This will be like boom, Dr. Boom into Dr. Boom.
Yeah, actually, I think that
Well,
might just be what he does.
Well, playing Geddon would be bad, to say at least.
I mean,
Because
swipe
it
doesn't
can
really
be-
do anything here; it just bothers you. Actually, if you swipe the enemy's Doctor Boom, it might trigger your boom bot.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you do here?
Let's see. I think
This
you
is
swipe.
beautiful.
No,
I
wait.
love explosions.
Okay. Maybe you.
I think you could just boom bot your boom
This-
bot into his boom bots,
I think.
or into his Doctor Boom.
No,
Even.
no. Yeah, into Dr. Boom.
Mhm,
First
yeah,
goes
definitely.
Dr. Boom, then maybe the bomb will go off not into a second bomb from your opponent, and then the bomb will not go off into your bomb.
Yeah, chain reaction time, boys. All right, so we're gonna see if
Yeah.
that happens.
It's
That's
funny because
definitely a line of
with one
play.
attack you can actually trigger all 4 bombs.
Yeah, all of them at once. If you get lucky, but it's still very. I mean, a swipe would finish them off. Worst case scenario. The thing is, the bombs are bigger threat by the druid than by the warrior because those 1/1s can be savage roar bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Those will have to go definitely.
I think you attack first with 1 bomb, see the outcome,
Yeah,
and then
definitely.
think about the next things you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay, bomb to bomb, bomb to bomb,
Hit the bomb.
bomb to bomb.
Bomb to
Yes,
bomb.
bomb to bomb. Oh, man.
Baby, a triple. All right, so that was
Oh,
wait.
He will get
no
roped.
time, no time. Anybody got time for that? Oh wow, the rope is real.
Wow.
That is unfortunate. He would have.
Whole different setup for that turn. But
Yeah, he didn't
oh,
plan about that, but the bombs just bombed up.
And imagine if he would actually play the Force of Nature and didn't have the time to kill the Dr. Boom.
No,
Just
that would have been the
off.
worst. That would have been the absolute worst.
Okay, so Warrior is at 21
Hey,
points.
Druid has a lot of burst right now in hand. I mean, he has 2 Druids of Claw for the face. Force of Nature, Savage Roar eventually could whittle
You
his
can-
health down a little bit further.
Maybe you play Belcher, 1 Druid of the Claw, and go
And go
face.
face, yeah. I think I'd consider that because Baron Geddon is going to be a liability very soon.
Or maybe you just go 2 Druid of the Claws, go face.
I think that's. I don't know. Maybe you have to kill the Baron Geddon because it is still 7 damage you're taking every turn if he decides to ignore it, and you don't have the guaranteed Savage Roar just yet. So you might not be super happy about that. All right, I like this line of play. It's much safer, and it lets him double his Druid of Claw next turn anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he could have gone all in, but ultimately, all it takes is a really bad armor up.
Belcher going down. And
Oh,
Armor Smith, okay. So now the Druid of the Claws are not so good at all.
yeah, they're absolutely. I mean, Keeper of the Grove. Oh,
Oh,
wow!
look!
No way!
Lethal right there! If you would actually go with the bulk Druid of the Claws last time, this will be
Oh,
end of the game
no.
right now. So, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
You should
So
have gone nuts.
he should have gone nuts, but he couldn't possibly know. All right. So from here, what do you do?
I think you played both Druid of the Claws, but there was one executed already. Most
one was
players
played.
are not playing like knights anymore, so you can think just between the two options.
Do you just Savage Roar once to
No,
kill
no,
a
no,
Belcher
no.
with your hero power and then drop a Druid of the Claw for the face?
I don't think so.
Because
I
you would hit him
think-
for 6, so I don't know.
I think you have to keep the combo right now. So you play one Druid of the Claw in charge mode, and second one.
Alright, so just like straight up use weapon, face as removal.
Yeah.
Because he's getting a lot of armor out of those plays, unfortunately. That's kind of the big drawback at this point. Like, the more armor the Druid gets, the harder it's going to be for you to reach the lethal with your combo. Luckily for him, though, there is absolutely no execute in hand. So that little 4-1 could become useful.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Rom is played. That 4-1 is dead. It's
So
long gone.
now you even draw more cards, generate more armor.
Oh, the cruel Taskmaster. That is not what you want to see here as a Druid.
So now Druid has no way of winning this game, I think.
I can't think of a way for him to swing back here. Like, there's a Shield Maiden, there's an Alexstrasza. There's a lot of things for him to do. And, like, even if you silence Grom, you're still taking 4 off of him. It might seem very minor, but it still is a big deal. So he has to force him to Savage Roar for board wipes.
Yeah, but this means you just lost your
Yeah,
potential.
there's no
win.
lethal. Yeah, there's no lethal left.
You will have to draw into second combo, so you will have to sacrifice 2 turns.
Slight misplay here, but he doesn't care. He just wants to throw. And he throws. He decides, I'm not going to go through with this. So 2-0 for Karlis' Warrior. Is that going to be another sweep? The next deck is a mage deck.
Yeah.
Could be a bit problematic.
And if this is a freeze mage, this would be really bad. With
Yeah, if it is a
inclusion
freeze
of
mage.
2 Shields Maiden, that's not winnable at all.
It's made it even worse, actually.
Yeah,
Than
it's
it used-
from
it used to be bad.
Very bad matchup to an insanely bad matchup, so it's not probably not freeze mage.
Let's hope for him it's not freeze mage, because that's going to be excessively one-sided. So in the meantime, guys, I just wanted to remind you there's a Mad Cats raffle going on Facebook. So, Facebook, BOT Best, I believe. That's the one. So you can go there, post a comment, who's your favorite player in the tournament, and you get a chance at winning stuff. The winners will be drawn tomorrow, so you can always get yourself a keyboard, a mouse, and a headset. So that could be kind of nice, really nice hardware. So the next game is definitely going to be Warrior against Mage. I wouldn't feel too good about it if I'm Twixsen, unless he's got some kind of magic trick up his sleeve.
That's true. Well, we'll have to see. Like, turn 1 Chugger would be really great to just play around weapons.
Yeah, it's actually one of the better plays for Mage right now against Warriors. Oh, this is so annoying. A lot of people in the chat are complaining about, upside down cards, but is Blizzard Spectator mode doing that? It's not really anything we can do much about. It's just a thing, Eventually it'll get improved. As I said last time I was casting with Gunny, this is a first draft at Spectator mode, but sometimes I feel like they rushed it out because we've been waiting and they made the announcement. A few more features on this thing could actually make it, 10 times better. That'd be kind of nice.
Think about this game that it's a new release, right?
Yeah, it is.
Released in March.
A year ago?
No, not even a year ago. It's when we were talking about the official release. It was done at the end of March, so it's 8 months, not even, kind of almost 9 months.
Almost 9, yeah.
And we have already had 2 expansions, Naxxramas and GVG. We got Spectator mode, so we got many upgrades when it comes to the final approach to the game, and it still is being polished. So I'm looking forward to the next updates, and most probably the tournament mode. That would be really cool to see in game.
Alright, so apparently Mage against Warrior is going to be Mech Mage. Looks like that, as far as I can tell. I don't see the card he mulliganed, as far as I know.
I didn't see them too.
Yeah,
But
his
Mech
mulligan seems to
Warrior-
be glitched. I think there might be a little bit of latency here. I don't know if the game is glitched on our side. I don't know. Noyatron took its place. Alright, so there's just a little interface issue.
I thought he is having the coin here. It would be really insane. Turn 1 mech warper.
No,
into
it's
turn
not
2
that,
ball.
unfortunately, for him. There's not even a Fiery War Axe to kill it. That Oh, wow, that turn 3.
Oh Jesus.
Turn 3 Mech Warper into a Noyotron. Because I hate playing the Mech Warper alone on the board, right? Because it's too vulnerable.
Yeah. Oh, you can just play an Iotron.
You could play it right now, yeah, you're right. You could develop it.
You can draw into something else from Max, so you may be able to play it anyway on turn 3, but
Yeah.
you also secure the weapons with this play. Yeah. So he plays an Iotron, which I very like.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, it doesn't really make a difference because it would have been free. But yeah, there's still the only weapon in Karlis' hand is a Death Bite. Oh wow, double Mech Warper. If those don't die, and they won't die, he's gonna have to shield slam one of those. He's gonna have to armor up, shield slam one of them. Because he can get one armor from the armor smith, armor up, shield slam one. Right. It's not even fun. It's not even good because he gets Arvis Golem and Spider Tank off that.
Wow.
Oh wow, the head start is real. At least board-wise. There's good follow-ups for the Warrior though. This is far from over. It's just a really nice start. Having double Mech Warper is definitely one of the things you want.
It's
Big
like
plays.
throwing double Undertakers into Death Rattles. Or like,
Yeah, it kind of feels like that. It's just a
into
tiny bit
Kick
slower. Yeah, you know, Wild Growth is a fair card, right? A perfectly balanced card, ladies and gents. Alright, so do you remove the armor? Do you finish off that armor smith and risk getting executed?
I think you remove the armor. And you just ignore the armor smith. It will get killed anyway, and at least this way you are almost making sure that the Spider Tank is not getting killed from a second Shield Slam.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. You have a point. You have a good point there.
Okay. Still, there can be an execute use on the Mech Warpers, so it doesn't make a difference really.
Yeah, he decides to go for the trade here, which kind of makes it's an alternative play route. They're both fine, and now Death Spy is going to probably be developed to start cleaning away some of those mechs. The Death Rattle from the Harvest Golem is going to trigger before the Death Bite Death Rattle, so the token that comes from it is going to die. So that's kind of unfortunate for him. Ooh, no, you probably. I don't know. I'd consider it because there's only one charge left on that Death Bite.
Yeah, and then you save the Harvest Golem damaged Golem.
Exactly.
So, I think an Iotron is better here than just playing the Shredder.
Yeah, you pack out a little bit less damage in the immediate sense, but you're gonna get a lot. Like it's kind of long term.
Look at that Iotron. It's literally annoying. How can you deal with that?
No, Iotron. It couldn't have been worded better. Like any other name would have never made it justice. Like this card is just that. It's just annoying. It's like you have game plans, and then this says, "Oh, hello."
Oh, screw you.
Oh, Snow Chugger.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
And it fits the curve. Look at this. If you want to overextend it to brawl, turn 4 Shredder and with Chugger, and then turn 7 Dr. Boom.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you have to get rid of that Sludge Belcher, and the only way to do it very well is through a Noyotron ping, so you can't really develop a Snow Chugger just yet.
It won't really, I wouldn't play Snow Chugger at all, because you don't want to just play brawl,
and lose it, yeah. Alright, so there's definitely some good removal in the Warrior's hand here, options-wise. He's got the Cruel Taskmaster and the Shield Slam, so he's probably...
Acolytes, then Armor Up, and I thought he would use the charge to kill the Golem. You could have afforded it.
Yeah, he could have afforded to do that, or just play Cruel Task first.
No, you can Armor Up, Shield Slam.
Yeah. It would have killed like three mechs instead.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think this is a nice Dr. Boom turn.
Of course it is.
It's always a nice Dr. Boom turn. When is it not?
When you have already one creature that sticks to the board and you just play.
Oh, Whirlwind. Actually. No, there's no. Wow. Actually, Karlis's plays here are all pretty mediocre outside of Counter Boom. It's the Counter Boom.
So now you attack first with Shredder face, and
everything
then...
face, or
I'm not sure.
I mean,
this is kind of a new situation that happens. That happened only after GVG. How do
True.
you trade with 4 bombs on board?
Yeah.
You can't really predict the outcome after the first attack. So you have to make the first move has to be the safest here. So I think Shredder goes face or kills the
Or kills Dr. Boom, or smashes
yeah.
Dr. Boom, because you can trade 2 boom bots into that guy. Oh, shielded
wow.
mini bot, the perfect mech.
Yeah.
This guy is gonna
one of
tank
the
some
best
serious
throws,
hits.
dude.
Oh wow, no, that's not what he wanted.
It's
Come on,
still okay.
Oh my god, this is incredible. Okay, so Boom has done what he had to. Now, do you even ping the boom bots?
I think you do. But you could actually.
I mean, how relevant is it?
You could have played the golem before that.
Yeah, just to tank a hit or two, like, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so he's all in. This is it. Twixsen says, oh no, he doesn't want to clockwork.
Well,
No.
he kept the gnome just for the bluff factor that he has one maybe spell in his hand.
Yeah, to scare the warrior, maybe. It's kind of a mind game there. Shield Maiden, Shield Slam, unfortunately, will deal with that boom guy. The Shield Maiden top deck will definitely help here a little bit. A lot of nice targets for the boom bot here. Wow, he misses.
Wow.
This is terrible. Terrible luck. But a Whirlwind could finish it off, and then you can Shield Maiden, Shield Slam Dr. Boom. It still gives you a nice follow-up, honestly. Yeah, Whirlwinding this is not terrible. And after that, like, he's just gonna pump out more damage. You know, Ragnaros, Alex Straza. That's a lot of pressure put back on the mage.
Well, but you have to deal with such a board first.
Well, Whirlwind kills the shielded minibot, then you Shield Maiden, Shield Slam the Dr. Boom. And all he's got left are... do you even Whirlwind this? Do you even use it? I mean, you're gonna take 6 though, it's kind of dangerous. This is really dangerous right now.
Okay.
Freezing the enemy warrior, now the Frostbolt.
Well, you have some trigger for that.
Yeah, but like, do you freeze the Shield Maiden ever? To prevent her from trading into you? Into your...
You can actually play the Frostbolt into her and then ping it. Just to kill it with ping next time.
Yeah. I just feel like now Whirlwind is definitely going to be a play, I think. I mean, if there's ever been a time for Whirlwind, I think it's now. Whirlwind Ragnaros is going to be a good play. You're going to lose your Shield Maiden, but you would have anyway, so...
Fear works at that draw here.
Yeah, so. Very dead, actually. He's going to hope that Ragnaros hits the Snow Tracker.
Think so?
Yeah, I think so. Most I mean, right. Otherwise he's going to be frozen. And it doesn't. It hits the worst possible target. That is devastating. Oh,
wow. That's 4, 10, 11 points of damage.
So you go all in?
Freeze Ragnaros! Freeze Ragnaros!
Yeah, big plays. Oh yeah, freezing Ragnaros is so good. Oh, the execute. Okay, that's going to help a little bit. It's going to mitigate some of the... he can't even play Alex Straza, but it's going to be frozen for a turn.
I think so.
Yeah. She's going to be frozen for an entire turn, so...
Oh, second one. Okay, now it's a great outcome that he did hit the worst first time, but now it's actually a good one.
Yeah.
He did hit the face.
First rack to the face is bad. Second rack to the face is, that's getting interesting. Third hit to the face is good game. That's kind of how it goes, right? It's a lot of
Second hit works. Oh, that's unlucky. 2 really bad draws in a row.
Yeah. One of them is okay, but the problem is he's looking at... I mean, I think he has to kill the Cogmaster with it, because the Harvest Golem is going to come back anyway. Unless he attacks the Golem, Rag hits the Golem, and then the Cogmaster becomes a 1-2.
That's kind of...
far-fetched? Yeah, I know.
I was looking
so
for
another Fireball top deck. Fireball top deck is lethal. So with Frostbolt, I think. No, yeah, it would be Frostbolt or Fireball. Oh, where's your Drake? 7? 7? No, he's 1 off. No way.
That's not enough.
This is close, though, but...
2 off, actually.
2 off lethal. Frostbolt to the face would have been lethal. No, it would have killed some minions. That is not gonna help at all.
Well, you have to play the low tip or just...
Do you just fireball your own face?
Drones. I don't know.
Okay, he doesn't commit Sudoku. But he leaves.
It is Subaru, so...
Subaru? Yeah, he commits Subaru?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Wow.
Another 3-0 in this...
So it's 3-1, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0.
Yeah, massive amounts of sweeps here in the first first
Day of the
winners
tournament. Wow,
bracket. That was crazy.
this is crazy fast.
Yeah, I've never
It's-
seen games go that fast. And Control Warrior again, showing how just how like strong and the core of the deck is, right? I think an earlier Snow Chugger might have made a bigger difference.
Of course, it's
Yeah, it would have made like a huge difference here. Note that's bite value, but Annoyotrons were annoying, so he was pretty close. Honestly, he was like one top deck off of it, so it wasn't that far away. Unfortunately, just couldn't actually get that game.
So
Wow.
now we'll get to the winners round 2, and
Yep.
winners round 2 will be Dog versus Neiria, and then it's D2 versus Karlis.
Yep. Karlis moving on, like overwhelming. I think like, pretty much everybody who's moved on has had amazing games. They must all feel very confident about their play right now. Like they all beat the other opponents pretty much. They destroyed them, and
It's
yeah,
also
kind of...
very important that the players that go to the round 2, they have almost no information about their opponents. Like
True.
only Dog used 2 decks, and the other guys that use just 1 deck. So they have no information at all about the other setup for whatever opponent will be using. So this is
enough,
really awkward for them.
Yeah, and we have no information either. Like we know the classes at best, but we have no clue what's in their lineup. So until those decks show up, it's kind of insane. Yeah, if the production team were kind enough to give us deck lists, we could give you some information, boys. But till then we can't. So yeah, winners round 2 coming up. Door versus Neiria, and then yeah. Alright, so there's going to be a quick commercial break. So in the meantime, guys, again, I'll just mention that you can visit Facebook BOT Best and enter a raffle. It's going to be drawn tomorrow. The winners will be drawn. And you're going to be getting yourself, if you win, a headset, keyboard, or mouse. And mouse, sorry, my bad, it's a little kit. You just have to say which one of those players is your favorite. You don't even have to guess the winner of the competition. Just go there, put a comment down on the Facebook, and you're going to be good. So yeah. We'll be right back. Won't be very long.
See you after
Do not click this.
calling